friends, Valeria here from Jason Paper, and today I wanted to share my new junk journal with you. This is a junk journal that I had just completed, and this is a Victorian theme Jane Eyre journal, and this is inspired by Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, of course, and as soon as I publish this video, this journal is going to be available for sale in my Etsy shop, Hidden Stairway Finds, and you will see the link to this journal below. So, without further ado, let me show you this journal. So, first of all, let's talk about the cover. It has a hard cover. It has a beautiful plaque on the front with what I believe is really looks like Jane Eyre, and it's a beautiful hidden spine binding, so you cannot see any stitching. There are beautiful trims. There's beautiful brocade fabric on this journal, metal corners on this hardcover front and back. So this is just a beautiful journal from every angle, and it feels really good in your hands. It is nice and full, and it has plenty of lace and fabric trims. So it has a tight closure with these golden cords right here in the front. Let's open it up. And now this junk journal is filled with original antique and vintage ephemera. So it will be really fun for someone to look through and to discover all the little things in it. So right here on the first page, we have a vintage postcard. This is a German postcard by Davidson Brothers, and I believe this is early 1900s with lovely forget-me-nots on the front. Beautiful lace trim on this page. So here we have an original French letter right here. It would be fun for someone who reads French. Unfortunately, I do not read French, but the handwriting is just beautiful on it. And we have a little rose sticker, and here we have some little pocket right here with some original vintage labels. So that's really fun for someone who collects or someone who like to do collages. Now we have a variety of different pages, all the beautiful colors and themes, and you have plenty of room for writing in this journal. Butterflies. I used an old, I believe, bridge scorecard to include. I just love this illustration found in a vintage magazine. This couple really reminds me of Mr. Rochester and Jane. There's another half of the bridge scorecard and butterfly page that opens up to reveal more secret writing space. This is actually one of those fold and seal notes that I kind of utilized in a journal by folding it a certain way. This is from a book in the language of flowers, and I just love this book. I love to incorporate pages from this book in my journals. Here we have another hand fan pocket with a bunch of goodies in here. So you have a real original label from the vintage cologne and a play card with this lovely lady, and this is actually a receipt. It's like a pay stub from 1884, very old. So it says for personal expenses, postage, and something else. So I really like how it goes along with the theme of Jane Eyre, and you'll see more regarding to the theme later. And here we have a collectible vintage book plate. It says her book. And I used a variety of designer scrapbook pages in this journal. You can see all the lovely pictures. And another bridge score card here, also a very old vintage one. Now here in this pocket, this is fabric, by the way. This is fabric with the lace trim that's been sewn, machine stitched into the journal. And here we have an original antique photograph. Look at this group of lovely ladies. So this little collection kind of reminds me of Jane Eyre's days in a school, where she was teaching in the school. And so here we have another one of those old paste tabs. This one is from 1884, okay, from April 1884, and it says for teaching in district number 4, which is great to go with her school days, I believe. And this is a page from Jane Eyre novel. This is an older book, it's vintage. Look at this beautiful caramelized color. And it's also a page where the part of the story where Jane decided to give an ad in the newspaper and to advertise her services when she wanted to leave Lowood. And right here we have also an old what is this, application for domestic money order. So this is from an old vintage book. Just a beautiful texture and color of these papers. If you just start in junk journaling, this would be perfect, you know, for your stash, for your collection, or even if you're a seasoned journaler. This is just great. I think it would be fun for you to explore every page. Here we have some sheet music, My Elusive Dreams, and here we have a fun little pocket with this couple and another vintage postcard. Let's see if there's a date on this one. If there is a date, I can't find it right at this moment. Oh no, there is a stamp. This is also from an early 1900s. And there's a text here if you're interested to read. There, these beautiful flowers go behind this lovely couple. And look at all this writing space. Here's the doily that I incorporated. More writing space here. Daisies. You can include as many pictures or notes as you like. There's another pocket with a writing tag tucked inside. And right here, there's a hand-stamped element and it says Dream Come True. Right here on the right side, we have a nice little poem, Under the Rose. And it talks about a little kiss, and that's what's going on right here in this picture, I believe. So we have more beautiful designer scrapbooking papers, and look at this spread with the little gold hearts. You can include as many photographs or text as you like. And right here we have a handmade tag that I made. It's one of my favorite quotes from Jane Eyre. It says, I am no bird and no net ensnares me. And here we have a picture of a bird and a Victorian die-cut red roses. And I think it's very fitting. There. And of course you can, this is just clipped with a little play card, and right here it opens up to reveal this little hand stamped butterfly. And of course this is all writing space again for your pleasure. Now we're gonna put this back, right? Here we go, more lacy doilies, sheet music, all the wonderful textures and colors on this paper. I just love this stamp. This is a rubber stamp that I have. This hand with the quill, I believe it goes great with this journal. Here's another pocket. This is a collectible paper doll from the Gretna collection from 1999, and these are collectible. So I try to include at least one in each of my journals. And here we have Gordon's Hair Tonic. This is also an original label, not a reprint. Very pretty. It's embossed with beautiful gold foil elements on it. There. Beautiful satin trim on this page. And here we have an angel die card. This is vintage German die card. And vintage stationery that you can add extra notes on. And right here in this smaller pocket, which features a bird, we have another lovely play card. So basically there are a lot of fun elements throughout this journal. You can use them in this journal or in your own journals, but it's like a treasure hunt. It's like a real treasure hunt when you flip through the pages and find all these different things. Again, pages from different books. I just love this greeting card. I had to include it. And I hand stamped this lovely lady on the inside. Here we have a coffee dye doily, ledger paper, cathedrals. This is a page from a vintage and castles. Yes, since Mr. Rochester basically lived in a castle, I felt like it would be a very good page to include. This is from a vintage encyclopedia, I believe, encyclopedia for children. Here we have another hand-stamped element right here. And a beautiful sticker with the birds. Love the texture of this paper. A lovely poem, Sweetheart. And here we have a card that comes out, and of course you can write on it. Beautiful embossed card. I'll put it back in its place in the envelope. Here we have another play card. Lovely yellow roses. And more vintage stationery paper with flowers. And fun quote here. The giving of love is an education in itself. How fitting for the governess. Alright. More birds. The birds are featured heavily throughout this book. And again, it goes along with the quote that I love about the bird. I am no bird and no net ensnares me. I love this lace. This is like ecru color lace. And sparkling floral page here. This is a beautiful page. This is vintage wrapping paper, believe it or not. I think it's just gorgeous. It's from my personal collection, and I included it here. Here we have Victorian children greeting card with a little fussy card, lovely lady here. And here we have a belly band with a little printout carte postal and beautiful hand stamped roses. Yes, and this little ticket serves as a belly band to hold your notes or wherever you choose to include your ephemera. Right, next page. This is coffee dyed. This paper has lovely wrinkled texture. This is from the book on Victorian customs, and I just love how well it incorporated into this journal. Here we have another sewn-in envelope, and inside we have very old original letter. Let's see, from the office of W.A. Pugh, call agent and commission merchant. And it's dated November 28, 1914 in Pittsburgh, Kentucky. Very cool. And just look at this beautiful script, this beautiful handwriting. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun reading this, right? A true treasure to find. And again, some fun, beautiful stationery papers. And here's our pop-up that I made in one of my previous videos. That's like an unexpected surprise with this Victorian house and a girl and her dog in front of it. So I'm thinking maybe it's Adele and Pilot, right? If you read the book, you remember little Adele with Pilot, Mr. Rochester's dog. Here we have another hand-stamped element, this beautiful perfume bottle. And here we have a very pretty photograph of the bride and groom. It goes very nicely as well with this journal. Has a fold-out page with lots of room for writing. And finally, we have one more collaged card where it says, "Reader, I married him." Of course, those famous words from the end of the novel. There, you can write in the back, and the front is just a beautiful collage. I'm putting it back into the side top pocket. And this is the last page with some pretty lace trim. Of course, the back and the front covers are lined with vintage wrapping paper and also decorated with brown lace trims. And so here is the journal. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Now, as I said, this journal is going to be available in my Etsy shop as soon as this video goes up. So if you're watching the video, the journal is up for sale. And thank you so much for watching. Please check out my other videos. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It's really going to help my growing YouTube channel so I can continue sharing tutorials, flip-throughs, and my various paper crafting ideas. Thank you so much. See you next time.